Hello everyone, I welcome you all for the video session on Introduction to Problem Solving Techniques. We usually follow algorithm notations for solving any problem. An algorithm is a sequence of finite instructions often used for calculation and data processing. Algorithms can be expressed in many kinds of notation including pseudocode, flowchart, and programming languages. What is pseudocode? Pseudocode is a detailed yet readable description of what a computer program or algorithm must do, expressed in a formally styled natural language rather than in a programming language. Pseudocode is sometimes used as a detailed step in the process of developing a program. Example: for computing the area of a rectangle, the pseudocode can be get the length L and width W, compute area is equal to length into width, display area. Likewise, we have the perimeter of a rectangle, read length, read width, compute perimeter, and display the perimeter of a rectangle. Write pseudocode for calculating simple interest. Begin, read, PNR, calculate SI is equal to PNR by 100, display SI end. Write pseudocode for calculating engineering cutoff. Begin, read PCM, calculate cutoff is equal to physics by 4 plus chemistry divided by 4 plus math divided by 2, display cutoff end. What is flowchart? A flowchart is a diagram that uses symbols and arrows to represent a process, system, or algorithm in a step-by-step manner. A flowchart is a diagram that graphically represents the structure of the system, the flow of the steps in a process, algorithm, or the sequence of steps and decisions for execution, a process, or solution of a problem. Let's discuss the flowchart symbols. Flowcharts tend to consist of four main symbols linked with arrows that show the direction of flow, elongated circles which signify the start or end of a process, parallelograms which show input and output, rectangles which show instructions or actions, diamonds which highlight where you must make a decision. Flowchart examples to find the sum of two number. It can be we have started and have stop in the oval shape, and we have the input in the parallelogram, read n1 and n2, print sum. The output function is also mentioned in the parallelogram. The process sum, which computes n1 plus n2, is in the rectangle. To find odd or even, we have another thing diamond for making the decision. If the number modulo 2 is equal to 0, if it is ace, if it is no, that how the output function has to be is mentioned. So likewise, we have the students grade to print pass or fail. They're the same. Start, enter marks. Is if the marks is greater than 50, yes, display pass. No, display fail. So the main thing we have to notice here is we need to have the start and end in ovals and the decision in diamond, and the input and the output functions in the parallelogram. If we have any process, then we can mention it in the rectangle. Then the programming languages. Algorithms describe the solution to a problem in terms of the data needed to represent the problem, instance, and the steps necessary to produce the intended result. Programming languages must provide a notational way to represent both the process and the data. To this end, languages provide constructs and data types. Programming is the process of taking an algorithm and encoding it into a notation, a programming language, so that it can be executed by a computer. Although many programming languages and many different types of computers exist, the first important step is the need to have the solution. Without an algorithm, there can be no program. Programming is implementing the already solved problem algorithm in a specific computer language where syntax and other relevant parameters are different based on different programming languages. The computer languages is of three types: low level language, middle level language, and high level language. The low level language is otherwise called as the machine language, which uses zeros and ones to create instructions. That is, example is binary language, and we have the middle level language, that is the assembly language, which uses mnemonics to create instructions. And we have the high level language similar to human language like COBOL, Fortran, Basic C, C++, and Java. Low level language is a programming language that deals with the computer's hardware components and constraints. In simple, we can say that low level language can only be understood by computer processor and components. Binary and assembly languages are example of low level languages. Medium level language serves as a bridge between the raw hardware and programming layer of a computer system. Medium level language is also known as intermediate programming language and pseudo language. The C intermediate language and Java bytecode are some examples of medium level language. A high level language is any programming language that enables development of a program in a much more user friendly programming context. These languages are designed to be used by the human operator or the programmer. They are referred to as closer to humans. In other words, their programming style and context is easier to learn and implement than low level languages. Basic C, C++, and Java are popular examples of high level languages. So here we have the C language for adding two numbers, which has the header files, the main function, with the variables initializes of to integer data type. We have the printf for printing on the screen, and for reading we have scanf. And the computation of this thing, that is sum is equals number one plus number two. We actually then what we are doing is printing the sum, then the exact function written. So we use uh, the high level language. It is for programming, we know, so which is easy for programmer to understand, and it contains English words. So the translator program will convert it into the machine code, the computer's own language, which is the ones and zeros binary format. So we have an assessment here. Yes, what is algorithm and flowchart? And draw the flowchart to find greatest of three numbers. So these are the references in textbooks. Thank you all. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.